We out here on the early morning tip. Excuse me. Yes, early. No, I've been on all different times. So let's say I've been on earlier. But y'all, the seasons are changing officially, being almost fall. Yes, so we have some tarot and some oracle over here today. I just grabbed some little oracles that I haven't used for a while. So I have like little unicorn oracle over here, little mermaids, little um abundance angels. Yes, so I'll throw some of those out during the general. We got the tarot over here as per usual, and I just did a pick a card that I uploaded, so hopefully y'all can see that. Yes, let me know what you think. That's yesterday's pick a card, because I'm trying to do one a day, but I didn't really specify if I'll be doing them on the weekends necessarily yet. But I just never got, y'all. That was all done and set, and then I went to put baby to sleep, and I forgot to put it public for y'all. So my bad. That was supposed to be out yesterday. It was ready like since yesterday afternoon, and then evening. But here we are. I'm trying to see the chat on here. So I hope you guys are doing well. Good morning to everyone around here that is morning time. Saturday morning. And for everyone else in the world, whatever day and time frame it is, I hope you're doing well. I hope you have a blessed day, evening, or night. Okay. This computer just always doesn't want to stay on Wi-Fi. We got a lot of different routers over here. Let me get it on something else, because it's being something else to make sure when people start chatting that I can see it. Okay. Yes, so where is, oh shoot, I don't know where my other phone is. And here, I'll give you a little morning or answer whatever's on. Like, when you do like Instagram divination or something, like you scroll, you're like, okay, the third post. Someone's gonna be like, okay, the third live, click this one. What's my answer? Definitely yes. The answer to your question is yes. That's a good one. Okay. Oh, people are commenting from the video. Y'all sweet. Let me go see. Let's see. Oh, dang it, y'all. I keep forgetting to put the comments in the video because I love y'all's comments. I keep saying I'm going to shout them out in the next video, and then I forget. Forgive me. Y'all know it's been a crazy week. So, mama doing the most. We'll get there. Let's see. This person says, your voice is so calming and your messages are so awesome every time. All around awesome channel. Thank you, Tora. I love that her name's Tora. Yes. Oh, Snow City Tarot said potluck style is a cute idea. I love it. Thank you, Snow City Tarot. Hey. Y'all feel good and blush around this early morning. Okay. As you can hear the clicky clack, Witchy Pup is up. Y'all, if her little nails don't stop growing, she already had them filed this week and they're already long again. I was like, what? Okay. Hey, good morning. I'm trying to get this live to come up. Computer's being slow, y'all. It said no, I'm ready to hunker down for autumn. Enough with the fast pace. Here we go. Boom. Okay. Y'all, I say boom a lot lately for somebody who doesn't feel like they say boom. Like, I don't know what's up with that. Only on what is that how I pronounce your name? Good morning. Thank you for coming through. Yes. So we threw this little oracle out onto the side and behind it, so that's why sometimes it's off center, y'all. Let's throw out a little abundance oracle message as well. Ooh, we got no need to worry. Yes, definitely yes, and no need to worry. We're about that life. These two also, you just discovered me yesterday from Red Pill Pusha. Really? Thank you for coming through, and thank you for the shout out. I appreciate that. Yes, I really appreciate that. We also got communicate clearly, and it's up to you. with these mermaids, I almost got rid of this deck, y'all, because they have a Yemaya card who is an African deity, right? She's an Orisha. And they made her, oh, here she is. She says, show them. They made her white on here, which is not acceptable, right? So I was like, oh, I better get rid of this deck. And then I was spiritually guided, like, no, you need to keep the deck and we want you to use it and we want you to call it out every time that you use it, to bring awareness that this is still happening in this day and age in the spiritual community, and it's not acceptable to be doing that to, African deities of color, period. So, right, it happens to Isis, Set all the time. Many different deities get whitewashed or whitewashed. So, I am speaking on it, and her card jumped out. So we love Yemaya, and she deserves to be recognized in her original form. And I almost, like, literally, you barely see me use this deck, and that's why. And but I also know that they want me to talk about it, so I'm like, but I hate using it because it's disrespectful with that card. And so today I had limited oracles that I could see right here on the top of the stack, and they said, it's time, you need to mention that again. I said, okay, I'll mention it again, because it still happens, right? I still see that in oracles and tarots that are being made. So there we go. Yes. All right, so that's that message that I'll pass along, and we'll pull a mermaid oracle card. Fertility, potential, powerful creative energy, and initiation energy. All right, so y'all gonna be making some money. You're gonna be making some creations. I feel like if you are having a pregnancy, this is a lot of blessings and support around your pregnancy for you. There's the advice here. Of course, we have so many planets in air right now to really communicate. I feel like from your heart space, but it's almost like from your gut. Like, what do you need to say from your gut? It's like, it's up to you. If you speak up for what you want, those blessings are going to come. Those doors are going to open. So it's like, even when in times that it seems like you should be in high stress, again, it's like when you're pregnant, when you're nurturing a little child, we got to remember to breathe through it. We have to remember to be calm with ourselves and with what we're creating, even if everyone else is acting shook. And we have to allow ourselves to just tap into that kind of like cosmic calm, like that cosmic numb. It's so funny because I just posted the silver lining pick a card, and one of the options, they actually got the color silver. And for me, when I channel in silver energy, it's like a different type, it's like an elven form of like Reiki, that color, and it makes you feel numb, almost like when you, but a good numb, like when you use peppermint oil, right? So that's what I'm feeling, is just like find that cosmic sense of calm as often as possible, so that you have a moment to really connect with your gut truth, and then shoot from that place. And when you do, it's authentic, and you know what's best for you, you know what's good for you. You want more children too. Yes, this is definitely, if you were asking specifically like that, you did pick number 3. Yes, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you for watching. Yes. And if somebody is asking about children, we have, look, it says it's up to you, and it looks like a little girl on there. It is up to you. But we do have 2 dolphins here, or 2 whales. Are they? Yeah, they're whales. I was like, they're pretty big. Oh no, they are dolphins. It's just the design makes them look a little bigger. And there's rainbows on there, so you could be having some little, these mystical children. Could end up having a Pisces child, or maybe anyone watching this is a Pisces, and you could definitely be conceiving. We have Cancer energy. And you could also be, being a spiritual parent, like a godparent is what most often people will say, or like a spiritual doula for another child. Maybe someone that you love is around you, and having a child come in, and you're meant to guide them. You might even be reflected. It happens to me quite often. I'll be reflected in astrology of children that I kind of help nurture their parents and stuff while they are planning the pregnancy, or while they have the pregnancy, things of that nature. So and I know that some people that were around me showed up in baby's chart. So yes, definitely. So, and then it's like, definitely yes. So no need to worry. It's going to be okay. I know, like I said, this was kind of a tough week for finances and different things for a lot of people, and just feeling secure and stable and thriving. And it's going to be all right, y'all. That's the message that's been all week. You're gonna get through, okay? So that is our starting out oracle, and these cards are so sweet too. Unicorns are so sweet. Mm. And mermaids mostly. No, mermaids are pretty full-fledged, right? Don't play with mermaids. So I like that. Some good financial messages. So go after it. All right, all right. Now, of course, we are doing live readings. So when everyone gets up and add them, if anyone wants a live read right now, we can send $15 into Cash App or PayPal, and we will get that going on. There we go. Yes, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello. Everyone remember to hydrate, especially if you had a wild night, okay? Shoot, I'm like, actually, speaking of which, did I hydrate yet? Did I drink something? That helps the body. Reset. Yeah, so let me pull up the astrology because I don't have my little phone app, which is easier. So y'all can always just type current astrology and it will pull it up just like the weather. I mean, you'll have to click. It won't be just like the weather, how like Google just puts it. But I use Ecosia, E-O-C, or ECOSIA. I'll put it in the comments. And it helps plant trees every time you do a search. It's just like Google. And they are transparent. They really show how they help the world. So ecosia.com. Actually, that's not going to be a hyperlink. Let me just do it up here. So it's free. I'm not sponsored, y'all, but I just love that it helps plant trees. It makes me so happy, and we definitely need that. So try out that browser if you guys are interested. They also have an app, and why not plant trees while we're doing 2,000, searches a month or whatever. Okay, so astrology. The week in astrology. Okay, so current planets. And then it will pull up, I'm using astro.com, aka Astro Dietist, and it just pulls it up right there, nice and easy in a list. And you can also go to the chart if it's easier for you to read charts. I do like to look at charts, or either, I guess, but I want to see the chart, the visual. There we go. Okay, chart of the moment. It says right now we do have Moon in 20 degrees Gemini. It's coming away out of its opposition from Jupiter in Sagittarius. We have Virgo Moon 28 degrees, so we're almost out of Virgo season, y'all. It is almost the autumn equinox, and that means that fall starts. So when the cardinal seasons happen, which is Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, and Aries, those are the times we have equinoxes and solstice. Yeah, which means we changed the season. So although it feels like, fall starts with Virgo season, it actually doesn't until Libra season. Let me see. It's weird to me to still type 2019 because it just feels like it should be 2020 like already. I don't know why. Yeah, so it is going to be on the 23rd, which makes sense because the sun moves about a degree a day. We're at 28 degrees, so in 2 more days, on the 23rd, when it goes into Libra, it'll be the autumn equinox. Okay, what else do we have going on? So we know we have Mercury and Venus in Libra. We have Mars in Virgo. Chiron's still in Aries for a long time. Uranus in Taurus. North Node in Cancer. All of those have, longer transits. Pluto and Saturn are in Capricorn still. Neptune in Pisces. So we were having this, we still have it going on, this grand square going on with Moon, Neptune, Jupiter, and and with Mars. Okay, the sun's kind of moved further out of it. Although I would still count that because Mars and the sun are conjunct. So I do wide aspects as an astrologer, especially if it's mutable signs, and this is a mutable square. So it means that things are changeable right now. It means that we can manifest big, huge things right now. Like it's very important to keep manifesting. It also means we can have setbacks and delays, right? It's kind of like when we're going uphill and your gears start what is it called? They start checking, like they won't move, and you gotta switch gears on your bike and keep that uphill climb. And it's almost like sometimes it's even easier to keep climbing if you put it on a tougher gear and just excuse me, just dig in and don't have, my voice is going out probably because it's Gemini energy. And oh my gosh, okay, I'm gonna mute it for a second, clear my throat. Okay, let me clear my throat. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, it's almost like that. Like sometimes it's easier to have a tougher clinch with the gears versus just to have the wheel spinning if you're really trying to get somewhere, right? And that's kind of the cosmic energy right now. So all of this mutable energy, some things are gonna feel so unattainable. They're gonna feel like it's all over the place, like you dropped a bunch of marbles. But it's like, no, don't lose the focus. Don't lose the focus. They're going to come back together. All right. It's going to come back into view. Keep going after the big dream that you're manifesting for yourself. Just consider all aspects. Like, think of considering a consultation with all the mutable signs in the zodiac, like Virgo, Sag, Gemini, Pisces. We bring them all in for consultation because when we have all of them, all four, we have a stable table, right? It's like the four corners of a table. So it's that's good. So Virgo can give us the small details. Sag can give us the big picture. Gemini can give us the communication and external energy to connect with others. Pisces gives us the channeling in of the divine messages and the inspiration, right? So they can all work very well to give us what we want and get us where we need to be. So that's just been the biggest message for me this week. Is like inspire people, tell them that tough times are not their fault. Like, you know, even if we made mistakes, we're like, man, I should have woke up earlier or later or this or that. It's like, you know, stuff happens. Life is hard. Like, stay inspired and please don't give up moving forward to your dreams and the things that you're creating. Because I feel like people are manifesting a lot of good things and there's a lot of good change we want to bring into the world, and people are trying to be more and more authentic, and we just don't want any day-to-day setbacks to deter that, basically, is the message I keep getting spiritually. So it's really reflected here in this grand square going on. Yeah, the moon is trying Venus still, so a great time to it's moving out of that, but it's still there. It's a great time to keep creating. It's a good time to do communications and celebrations when it comes with like friends and family, especially. It's an easier connection for people who are feminine identified, so you might want to go out and have a I don't know, a fem night, a girls' night, whatever you want to call the terms. But there's Venus conjunct Mercury as well, so that also brings in that energy. So harmonious feeling, a good time to mend fences if there's been any kind of issues with another you know, a friend or a mother or something like that, that's been more temporary, you know, not like you're like, oh my gosh, I can't stand them, it's a bad situation. But you know, if there's been a little roughness or you just haven't reached out and communicated for a while, it's a good time for that. A good time to beautify the home, and a good time to get beauty procedures done, or to get, yeah, Libra is the season y'all want to get beauty procedures done. If y'all getting anything, whether that's just getting, you know, I don't know, eyebrows tattooed or new you know, fresh looks, fresh cuts, whatever's going on. But it's good to do that. If you're like, oh, I'm gonna go and buy all new makeup and clothes and wardrobe and stuff, this is a good weekend for that. Especially with Virgo, it's going to help you be a little picky, it's going to help you be a little shrewd with your money, but you have this grand square of all this inspiration and the beautiful energy of Libra, so that's really going to pop off and be supportive. Yes. Now, of course, we still have Mars and the Sun conjunct in a trine with Pluto over here, and not quite Saturn, but if it's conjunct for me, if it's not an exact degree, but like Saturn is conjunct Pluto and Pluto's in the grand trine, it's still that energy. You know what I mean? The way it works. So we still have that going on, so we still have that grind to keep working, which I appreciate. With all this mutable energy, honestly, if we didn't have that little hinge of an earth trine right here telling us, you know, you better stay motivated, you better stay working, we'd probably just all just fly off the planet without the gravity right there, right? At the same time, that can be a little bit of the toughness, because we feel like, man, like I could just soar right now, I could create anything I want in life, and then here comes the man, right? Here comes the system, here comes, you know, whatever so-called practicality of the reality, here comes the matrix to try to crush us down a little bit. So it's, you know, we are in that generational time right now to keep fighting the good fight against systems and realities that don't work for us anymore. That's literally what it is right here with Pluto Capricorn. So they're gonna try to push back because they got Saturn in Capricorn. I can't wait till Saturn goes into Aquarius because the rebels gonna take over. But yeah. So remember to do that. We have Mars and Virgo, so we're really getting challenged to ask for better work conditions, to get better day-to-day things that motivate us, that make us passionate, to be braver in leaving jobs that don't suit us. They don't make us feel like we resonate with ourselves. We should be feeling like ourselves every day as much as we can, and to work to change the circumstances if we are like, well, we have no choice because we're in communities that are very limited. That's why we have this universal energy of Pluto and Capricorn, so that we all care about that, and we all are doing what we can to change the system so people can live more authentically and not under like oppression and things like that. So we still of course have that, and especially because the South Node is conjunct Pluto and Saturn right now. So it's saying, all these past lives, it's literally like a universal review for us, saying, okay, North Node going forward in the Akashic records, what's going to be written down about these generations, because it looks like y'all are out here repeating a lot of bad history, and the universe basically ain't feeling that. So still there's going to be accountability coming in for all of these negative dictators, rulers, and not my presidents and stuff. So it's just important that we remember in the day-to-day, and Virgo's reminding us of this, pulling down this grand trine of that energy into our day-to-day lives here, to remind us to be on the right side of history with the decisions we're making, and to not give into this system that might be hurting others or even ourselves just because it's easier than fighting it, right? So we have all this inspiration, and we have these reminders to keep working towards change and keep working to better our situation. Ooh, I better plug this phone in. There we go. Yes. So that's a big rundown. A little more than I always do with the astrology here, but since it's so early in the morning on a Saturday, not your Saturday morning cartoons, but yeah. But for this weekend, it's like a lot of levity, a lot of fun, communication. If you, oh my gosh, if you are a songwriter, if you are a writer of any sort, period, okay, if you do any social media, anything with images, video, photography, those things are very highlighted this weekend. You got Venus, Neptune, the moon, Mercury, all making these really good aspects or connective aspects here. Definitely get into that line of work, because it's a good time to revamp that on your social media for any entrepreneurs or even anybody. Change up your profile picture, things of that nature. If you're feeling like it's time to, this is a good time to do that. And to if you were gonna like change up your image to the public as far as like business cards, but mostly on like social media kind of stuff, like change your cover photo, all that kind of thing, change your colors in your font, it's a good time to do that, y'all. Okay, so that's my astrological rundown. Yes, and I hope y'all are enjoying that. I know a lot of people are. So almost what's it called, fall. I'm like, what's the word I'm looking for? Autumn. All right, on Monday here. So if y'all want a reading right now, go ahead and send in $15 to Cash App or PayPal, and we'll get your reading on. I am ready over here with the tarot. We have the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas, as always. Let's see. With our little Three of Cups and the Muses there. And of course we have some little oracles we can throw in, but those will probably mostly be for general reads over here. Let's see. People are still sending in some little comments. I don't know if my thing's updating. It says share the teamwork. Yeah, share the load. Oops, it's trying to edit the video. No, the video's good. Just want to see some comments. So I need to get back. I haven't been doing songwriting like I should at all. So I really need to get back on that. I don't have my keyboard with me, which I mean I can be like very much a lyricist. I don't always have to have like music right here. I hear enough in my head, okay? Oh, Pisces. With a lot of Neptune and 12th house placements, water dominant. So, but yeah, I need to get back in the swing of that. Well, I do. I create music with Baby Magic all the time, and we do actually make little songs and stuff too. And she's good. she's good, y'all. Y'all, I've already told you, she'll know when to, sometimes she'll play around, of course, just like we all do. And she explores her little voice and she loves exploring her little range for how high she can go, which is so cute. Um, but here we go. We cover what page? Just doing the script, running the script. Okay. Um, but no, I love producing things like when I'm doing that, and her input on that is so cute. Cause she'll let me know, like, nope, not yet. I like this. I don't like that. All of this. Ooh, this is a good question. I like this. I think I did a reading like this before, but I think I did it on my other channel. Someone's like, can you please do a pick a card? What is your crush's astrological rising sign and ascendant? Ooh, I like that, y'all. But then maybe I would have to do it so that there were like 12 options so that each sign could be there. Or would it just be that only people would ask it? Oops, sorry, there's a loud old motorcycle. Vroom, vroom. Someone out there, Aries rising, Scorpio rising, maybe. Let's see, actually Cancer risings, because Cancer risings like to be hard. Cancer risings, what's his name? Sons of Anarchy, he's a Cancer rising. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Charlie Hunnam, Angelina Jolie, Cancer risings. They like to be hard sometimes and like get all these tattoos and try to make up for being sensitive. But Cancer risings, they'll be like the ones that were they were called they like pretty much every Cancer rising has some kind of nickname where they were called like a crybaby when they were little. It's so fun. Oh my gosh, it's not so funny. It's like ironic. It's not even ironic because they're Cancer rising, but y'all leave those Cancer rising babies alone. But it's just so cute though, because they'll come to you. Look, love from your parents. They'll come home and they'll be like, one girl, she's like, they call me Mai Cry, and I said, oh, that's like kids. Like, it would be cute if it wasn't them teasing her, like the little things kids come up with. But sometimes kids can be mean too. But I guess learn from home. But anyways, yeah. But yeah, a lot of Cancer risings have some kind of name like that, or their siblings just tell them to stop crying. Yeah, so you can figure out, I'm very good at figuring out people's ascendants actually. And you can track back through life events. So for those of you, sometimes people say, well, I want a reading, but I haven't figured out my astrology. You can actually do a whole session like that, just going through and tracking life events to figure out your ascendant, because your ascendant does show some of your physical appearances and looks, and it also shows your early childhood and things, especially kind of like how you were treated within the family, like ranking. Sometimes you can tell that by looking at all their different ascendants. Yeah, but I like that question, along with my 37,000 other ideas I have over here for picker cards, y'all. I don't know if I'll do film another one today. We'll see. It's been a lot going on. I want to do every day, but sometimes I feel like I need the weekends off. So since I did this one delayed, I probably might just leave it, just do lives. I'm getting hungry though. I'm getting all these notifications from the mukbangers, and they always do them in the morning, eating all this food. So I'm like, I'm hungry now. All right, y'all. Who's gonna get a reading? Come on through. Come on through. You can send in $15 to Cash App or PayPal. Links are in the description box. Like, I always double check, even though I know I did it. Okay, yes, it's down there. You can go ahead and check it out down there. And I want to pop off this Libra season and get the astrological videos out finally with that special series, while I got this background here with the brick, y'all. So, we'll see. All right. Y'all know that song. Just shuffling up over here. Good morning to all the little babies. I know your parents are coming on here. Oh, look, we got a little page. This is the one for baby Magic because she's a little earth sign baby. Hey, little earth sign babies. Some little newborn Virgo babies watching. I know we usually have some little Leo season babies come through. Hi, Divine Rebel babies. Oh, some children, they said about to be born. Okay, we got the Six of Cups reversed. Some little babies about to be born. Oh my gosh, for real, y'all. And we got the Six of Pentacles here, but it has two little kids on it, and we have the Fool card. And some older siblings as well. Hey, little babies. Good morning. Wishing everyone good health, for real. For real, for real. Boom, done. Nine of Pentacles. That's good health card right there. Love it. Good health and blessings. Please hit the like if you're just coming through. I know a lot of people just come through for a minute. Check out what's going on. Hey to everyone in commute. Y'all are so awesome. You'll be like, oh, I was walking through the forest and I was watching your video and listening to your live. I'm like, first of all, dang, you got reception. Also, oh my gosh, thank you for including me on your nature walks. Like, that's so awesome. And then someone was yesterday was on the train and like messaging in, getting a reading while they're on the commute. Like, I love it. I love it so much. Isn't that so crazy? Like, as much as technology can get on my nerves and as much as sometimes it can be a negative, like the fact that we can learn so much, like I can be connected to you around the world, whether you're look on your stool, okay, in your bubble bath, or you're out on like some nature trek in your sacred space, or that's just wow, that's astonishing. That really is, like, we're so used to it, but sometimes I just zoom out and think about that, like, wow, we can really be connected to each other like that. That's amazing. And just share our messages, our stories, our medicine together. That's so beautiful. Look, that must be that Gemini moon with Sag right there, opposing Jupiter and Sagittarius. Like, whoa, just take a minute. Think about that, right? And square Neptune, because that's overseas, too. Wow, I'm grateful. Thank you. Thank you, Internet. Yeah, and that's why I try to come, because I'm not really a morning person usually, unless I just stayed up all night. I don't like to be up in the morning too much, and I'm trying to switch that schedule around because I have people from the other side of the world, and they were like, we never got to see you, because I would do these late night lives. And so now, and the way the baby schedule is too, now she's been wanting me a lot to stay cuddled up at night and stuff. So I actually have been missing some of the late night lives, and I've been getting the early morning ones. But it was so nice for people to be like, oh my gosh, I'm calling, watching from this country, because I can, sync up with you when you go early morning. It's evening for us. So that's really cool. So shout out to everyone traveling all around the world. Yes, yes. Shout out to everybody that's making an effort to change their negative self-talk and be more kind to themselves and to others. We have Five of Swords reverse popping out of the deck. All right, yes, shout out to all the water signs. My Pisces always come through on here big time, but all the water signs and just everyone showing love and tenderness and being more heart-centered and communicating that, because that had the all that blue, like the throat chakra, right? Yes, I love it. Yeah, we got like what, a few more months. I'm so nervous. We only got a few more months of 2019, and I'm nervous because that means it's almost my baby's birthday, and she's gonna be 2 years old, y'all. She's not gonna be 1 and under. Oh my gosh. Or considered 1 year old. Wow, man, we need to go fly and travel. We need to do world travel in that time, shoot, because how kids are free. Except for now, some of the airlines are changing it, and they're only free if they're sitting on your lap. But if they are not on your lap and they need their car seat, which, I mean, hello, then they're not free for 2 and under anymore. I was like, man. Yeah, so we might have to really quick, guys. We'll do a world tour before she turns 2. Hmm. Have any of y'all done that? Let me know. I know people watch this back. When I leave them up, a lot of people watch back. Have you ever done world tour? I have some friends that are definitely traveling around with their babies right now, which is super cool. Yes, yes. Let's see if there's any Gemini moon messages. We have the Nine of Wands, so this is just channeling into the Gemini moon. I'm feeling more the opposition from Jupiter and Sagittarius. We have Four of Wands reverse and Three of Cups reverse. So with everything that's going on now, I'm seeing the opposition from Jupiter to the moon right now, and I'm seeing the square from Neptune and Pisces with the muses coming down. So we've talked about that. That muse energy ain't going anywhere soon. But it's kind of like, I was going to say, there's this feeling of isolation, and then the Hermit popped out, which is Virgo season, which is also in that square. So it's like, just talk about it all. And the house that the moon is currently in. So let me look. It said bring up the house that the moon is currently in at the time of broadcast. So the houses that the transits are in change hourly, or every 2 hours or so, because the ascendant changes in the sky. If y'all don't know that when you're looking at current astrology. So for instance, if you read like in the morning, they're like, oh well, right now it's Leo rising, and so that's going to change in a couple hours. But let's see what it is right now, because it came up in this reading right here. So right now we are in a Virgo rising. Okay. And the moon, the moon is in the 9th house. That's what they said. Sagittarius 9. See how this is a 9 and it's a Sagittarius, and this is the house, so 9th house. So that's how I read astrologically too, and it's actually accurate, or that's how I read astrology and tarot a lot, and it's actually accurate to the chart right now when we check. Isn't that cool, y'all? Look, for all my little tarot buffs and my little tarot readers that are just starting out, I say little with affection, like how you say ita or ito, not in a belittling way. Okay. Yes, so moon is opposing Jupiter in the 9th house, and it's pulling up in our tarot reading right here. So basically we can feel a little bit displaced. We can feel like we're not exactly where we want to be with our soul group of friends, or maybe you're not in the location that feels like your sacred space right now. For a lot of you, you might feel like you need to move house or go somewhere else in order to feel as successful as you want to be, in order to connect with your friends. Maybe you have been studying abroad for some of you, but I see some people who you might have even went back home to wherever you were born from, and now you're just feeling like there has been some tough experiences there, and you're ready to kind of come out of being solitary and join in with others again. But that could be a bit difficult because maybe your friends aren't in the same place, or that it's just hard to like get it all together. There can also be bringing up insecurities, any triggers or PTSD internally, and that is huge with the Gemini moon. Anybody that has Gemini moon, please always put first and foremost your mental health, your emotional health care, because that is so important, and that definitely you have the right to put that before any other relationship, because you need to, right? And so that could be coming up during this transit as well, and during this big grand trine, with that feeling of instability because things don't feel solid. We could, go into worrying about if we, maybe we see someone who has a higher friend count than us, or, we feel bad because we didn't have people to celebrate our birthdays, or things of that nature. Happy birthday, Virgos. You are still valid even if you had no one to celebrate your birthday with you. And I've been on both sides. I've been where there wasn't a person in the world to celebrate with me, and I've been where I was blessed to have big parties. And I know it doesn't feel good to feel forgotten on your transit. The half birthdays, okay, Pisces having half birthdays over here. Anybody's birthdays upcoming, or even summer birthdays, it's important to be celebrated. So we definitely celebrate you. And we have talked about, because Mary J suggested, our Divine Rebel Mary J, about doing some birthday lives, basically, where we even do little gift exchanges and stuff. So we're gonna get that in the works, absolutely, here on the channel, which will be so fun to celebrate each other. And for those who want to participate in little gift exchanges under each zodiac sign, we'll be doing that. So yeah, so this is just reminding us to be compassionate with ourselves and try not to punish ourselves because family or friends or even ourselves aren't showing up or didn't show up for ourselves in the past, and allow ourselves to know that if you've been through something and you're worried about repeating that, you already have the intelligence you need to see those signs and those red flags and make a different decision. And I think sometimes we forget that because we've had our back up against the wall, we had someone take advantage, and now we're like, oh, I'm never gonna let that happen again. But we can be so proactive that we're putting up boundaries. Puppy is making weird noises in her sleep. We can put up boundaries that aren't necessary because now we actually have, the awareness that we needed. And so that this is just that reminder as well, that we don't have to kind of be afraid of our own decision making or be afraid of not being protected around other people, because we have wisdom that we didn't have. And the Hermit reverse is saying it's kind of time to take that wisdom and go back out into life and connect with other people again and join in with other people. I do feel like there is a bit of divine timing and your spiritual crew really helping handpick and cultivate who's around you. Basically, they're going to show you, who's who, basically, and they're not going to want you to have just any roommate, connect with anyone just because you're connected to them by blood. They're going to want you to have very healthy relationships, and I think it's good because you want that for yourself. And I think a lot of people are, you might experience this Gemini moon right now a little differently, because normally maybe you would go out and just be social and just message people just for the sake of, I don't want to feel lonely, I want to party. And now maybe some of you are really learning, like, no, I want to have I want to go out and have fun, but I want to also not have to worry about being, backstabbed or have craziness and all of this. And I value myself and my time now, that I'm going to wait until, I can kick it with some real people and stuff. So, or just kick it in different ways. So you might be going on, through social media, FaceTiming friends, things like that. Okay, I just downloaded WhatsApp again because I had to connect with some of my friends. So things of that nature. All right, so stay strong, y'all are very strong. Okay, very strong. Survivors are strong as hell, period. And that's that on that. All right, so anyone that it's bringing up some toughness for, you're tougher than it. Woo-hoo. How long? Y'all, I've been on here 45 minutes just talking. Yesterday I told them, should I just talk to myself then? Because sometimes it takes, if I'm up early and not everyone's awake, they say, yeah, just go. I said, okay, here we go. Please hit the like if you're coming through, y'all. Let me see. Let me go look on the videos. Because a lot of people stop through on the live, they just don't say anything all the time. Let's see. I'm going to change my little thumbnail here on the live. Whoa. It's not like a bus or a truck or something. Oh, I remember those days, like the smell of the school bus, which is so toxic, y'all. Oh my gosh. Not one of the good going back to school smells, but like the smell of like fall. And when I grew up, when I was really young, I was in the Midwest, so like the fall leaves and like all the crispness and like your new coat and your backpack and your supplies. Oh, actually, Matthew's Tarot is doing a school drive too, and for $10, which gets donated to her school supply drive, you can get an email reading from her, which is really badass. You can also donate. She has a GoFundMe, so go check out her channel and find those links. Okay, Matthew's Tarot, Natalie Hughes Tarot, which I'm sure you guys are already subscribed and already know on there. Okay, there we go. I had to get that little thumbnail. Good morning. Get up for those who need it. You can do it. If not, because it's Saturday, actually. Yeah, it's Saturday. Rest well. Don't get up. Don't freak out about things. Chill out. Chillax. Mhm. I feel like I guess you Pisces, that little you know what I mean, just like all mermaids and unicorns and fairies. Hopefully today will respond thusly. Oh, my page is buffering. Are y'all buffering? No, I think my phone's fine. It's just this computer again. I bet if I plug it in, sometimes this computer, I don't know, it works better to Wi-Fi if I have it plugged in. It's like this Lenovo, and it used to only work on Wi-Fi if it was plugged in, but then after baby cracked the screen and it's not a touch screen anymore, it suddenly started working unplugged. But I'll plug it in because it's weird. And then it should stay. There we go. Mm-hmm. All right. Make sure I'm on live chat, even though nobody's chatting back. But it's like 7 a.m. on a Saturday. Wow, Virgo season really got me like, got me working. 7 a.m. on a Saturday. Amen. All right, y'all. Well, I might take a little break and pop on shortly again if nobody is wanting a reading at the moment or the chat. Yep, and right on cue, Baby Magic is waking up. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna take a break. I'll pop on a little bit later this morning and chitter chat with y'all. I hope you like this little live here. Hopefully people aren't getting sick of the notifications. Do y'all get like a ton of notifications? Because I go live so much, people are probably like, oh my gosh, here we go. Here we go again. But no, I think most of y'all enjoy. You just come through when it's the right timing for you. So let me know. Please go check out the new video. Thank you for those who have. I hope those were good astrological updates for you, some little general reads, and I'll talk to you a little bit later on another live. Bye. If it's not frozen, this screen's always frozen when I'm trying to click off, messing up my exit.